So if you hear my kid in the background, it's because he's yelling and being loud. Anyway, so this should be episode 3 of Doctor Who Abridged live. I'm going to keep trying these live because I find they're easier, and the one I did, the edit version, was like 20 minutes long, and it took a lot of effort. So, that being said, and I'm also going to avoid using the BBC's footage, so hopefully that'll be something that they won't kill the entire thing for. Let's see what happens. When we last left on episode 2, we were talking about the regeneration of the first Doctor. If you didn't see it, it was on Facebook, and we were on YouTube for a little bit, but then it completely went away because it was just like they did not appreciate that at all on YouTube at all. They did not appreciate the fact that I was using the BBC's footage and then watching it with no sound and then adding my own voiceover, and that was just too much for them. Bunch of bastards. Anywho, so this time we're gonna go right into, well, if you didn't see that, so we're on the second Doctor now. His name is Patrick Thombrump, Tuffron. Sorry, I completely butchered the name, but he's the second Doctor. And what I found most about it is that there's a lot of his season like gone, at least the episode between the transition, that for sure is gone. But there is a new copy out there that's actually fully animated, and I didn't realize that I had found this online for free until I went to Amazon. Like, oh, there it is, I saw it. $6? What are you, drunk? No, I'm not paying $6 for something I've already seen. Screw you. Anyway, I saw like part of it. I didn't see the whole thing, because what I've noticed about the older episodes is, like, in comparison to the reboot is like 46 minutes long. And the older episodes, they're like 20 minutes long. So it's like every 2 episodes considered one episode for the new reboot now. So I don't know why I have these on, but I'm gonna take these off. Anyway, it comes down to right now. I'm trying to set the scene for you guys, for those who didn't know. Whoa. So this is the first instance that we see the Doctor's regeneration process, basically. And depending on who's writing it, it's like literally the story changes depending on what he needs them to do. And a lot of like going into the new regeneration episodes, like if you've ever seen, so right now, this is who we had. We had the Doctor and we had Ben and Polly. Over episode 2 of the Abridged, I talked about the companions and how we got to here. We have lost like 5 companions up till now. But these are the 2 that were left over, and then we're introduced to our new Doctor. There he is. Boom. Totally new face. So, like I said, one sec. Anywho. You gonna come in here and help me or no? Or are you gonna be over there and scream? I don't care. Jeez. Awesome. Yay. Children, guys. Anyway. So what we're talking about now is the Doctor. The second Doctor. And like going into the regeneration episodes, it usually has where the Doctor has to rely a lot on his companions. Because if you've seen any of the reboot, like the first episode with David Tennant is mostly just him lying down. The next episode with Matt Smith is like he's still regenerating. He's still trying to figure himself out. But it still takes him like half the episode, and like he's still gone for most of it. And it like because he's still out of wax. And then like when we lose Matt Smith and we go to Peter Capaldi, it's again like we're all focusing on it's a companion based episode whenever we switch over from Doctor Who, and even in the older episodes, because like I saw the one where they went from 3 to 4, and like with Tom Baker, he's asleep for most of the episode, so it's like this episode's all companion heavy, so that's what I'm trying to get out of this. But I don't know, and I haven't seen tale of this because this was the first time it was done. But there is a trick or a weakness now that the Doctor has. He can regenerate, so that means he's almost immortal now, right? Wrong, because the Doctor, when he's in his regenerative state, which could last for maybe days or even hours, or sometimes hours, mostly hours, if he's killed within that time period, he will actually die. No more regenerations. He's done. But once he finishes regeneration cycle, he will be able to, like, if he still has regenerative energy left, he can regrow limbs, or he can like heal plants or stuff like that. It's really wonky. Like, it's a massive encompasses of power that like, we can do whatever we want. Okay, but this episode, the first episode with Patrick, is called "The Power of the Daleks." Now, now's as good as time as any to bring you guys up to speed with the Daleks, because I've been like pushing them aside because I don't want to talk about that, but until I have like to really explain what's going on. Because the Doctor meets the Daleks in episode 5 in the first season. And I was like, wow, that's really quick for, to meet your arch nemesis in so fast, in like 5 episodes. But, yeah, it's the arch nemesis known as the Daleks. Now, that's regeneration. There you go. Now, the Daleks, they look weird, and they don't change, really, in the 50-year span of this show, which is odd. But they are formidable when you think about it. They have... The only thing they don't have is Time Lord technology, but they're just as smart. They have... Imagine Predator brains inside of Terminator bodies, basically. The stalks... One shoots a cannon that can disintegrate you, while the other one can suck your face off and basically your entire life force. And inside of it is a brain built only for evil. It doesn't show mercy. It doesn't know the concept of friendship. It doesn't even know the word peace. It is only built for war and for destruction. And like the Doctor has been fighting these things since the beginning, apparently. I didn't even realize, but yeah. And we're going to get to a certain point, maybe, where he'll have the ultimate battle, and then he'll be the last Time Lord versus the Daleks, and somehow that one Dalek escapes. So we think. Here's regeneration. There's an example of how it looks now in regeneration, but this didn't happen between the first and second episode. It was like bloop, because special effects cost money. So anyway, so now we're back to get to this guy, I guess. I better picture this. Nope. Okay. Well, we'll get back to Patrick. Here's Patrick, and the episode I saw was Power of the Daleks, and essentially, like I said, it's more or less just Ben and Polly trying to figure this guy out, because for anyone who's watched Doctor Who, this is a new experience for you, and it's a new experience for like. It's been an experience for me. I've called it the Doctor Who cycle, because if you watch Doctor Who at all, you'll end up getting invested in a certain Doctor. You'll follow his adventures. You'll fall in love with his companions. You'll root for them. You'll cry with them, and then there'll be a moment where he will have to die or regenerate, or something will happen, and it's like, and you don't you're saddened by it, because this person is going to disappear forever. We don't know this. Sometimes he'll explain it, but like this guy will leave now, and he'll be replaced by somebody new. And it's like this new person just shows up out of nowhere with all the same knowledge, all the same ticks, but like with a slightly different personality. And you have to have the same emotional context as the companions while you're watching it, because they don't know if they should trust this guy with the new face, but who has all the old memories. And it's like, I don't really know you. I remember having those adventures with your face. I remember having adventures with you know, Christopher Eccleston, or I remember having adventures with David Tennant, or like, you know, and in this case, I remember having adventures with William Hartnett, and like Ben and Polly are in the same boat. Where it's like, who the fuck are you? And the guy's like, I'm a doctor, I guess. And I was like, I think I am. I'm not entirely sure. And he's like, what do you mean you're not entirely? You know how to drive the TARDIS? You know all about his stuff. I was like, oh, the doctor's got great stuff. Why are you digging through his stuff? What's my stuff now? And it's like, doesn't make any sense. But it's so strange for Ben and Polly to have that same experience that I've had and other viewers have had, where it's like you're literally trying to come to terms with losing someone that you had adventures with, that you grew a friendship with. Anyway, so that's most of the episode until they realize they're on Vulcan, and then there is an archaeologist there who has dug up this great artifact, and he's like, oh, it's so awesome, it's great, it's going to be so cool when I get it up and running again. And they go down into like the crypts and the gates, and they're like, show me the artifact. And he opens the door, and it's like, oh, okay. It's a bunch of Daleks, just dusty, old, and made of stone. And it's like, And like the line that really closes the episode is like, Ben and Polly, let me introduce you to the Daleks. And it's like, the tone he uses is like, so, yeah, we need to get the fuck out of here now, because this isn't gonna work. I already fought these guys once. It took a lot. I lost my granddaughter over an invasion of these guys. I think it's time for us to go. Oh, because it's that bad. It's like she didn't die, but like he had to leave her behind because of the war that they had, the little tiny scrimmage they had between the Daleks. And it's like, this is insane. So this is Ben and Polly's first interaction with the Daleks, and they're having the same interaction as anyone who's never seen them before. Like, well, they don't look so tough, but it's like the Doctor, who has dealt with these so far in one season, realizes that this is a villain that needs to be taken with consideration, because it is a powerful adversary, and as the timeline moves on throughout the years, when he becomes almost 2,000 years old, he's still fighting the Daleks all the way to the end. And it's like, how are you still here? There's a line in season 9 where he's like, why don't you just die? And that doesn't happen. Like, you would make a good Dalek. Like, oh, you go fuck yourself. Anyway, I was hoping. So that's the episode. Hey, at least you're not going through it. That's true. All right, I actually have someone watching the show. All right, that's true. There it is. All right, so let's close out the first part of that, the Power of the Daleks episode. I didn't watch the rest of it because I got the gist of it. Well, I got the gist I wanted to get to so far. I'm trying to make these. The last time it was 20 minutes, and if each episode is 20 minutes and each abridged is 20 minutes, you might as well just watch the friggin' episode. That just takes too much time. But no, I'm trying to condense it down, so maybe it's like 10 minutes. But we're still at 14. Anyway. Let's go. See. 1, 2, 3 is the only one on my chat right now, so that's cool. I probably should have had more people sign up for the chat, but that's it. That's the episode so far. That's where it cuts. It cuts at the end with the Daleks. I'm like, oh no, we need to run. And then, cut to season 2, episode 1, part 2, and it's like, oh man, really? Why are you like this? Every episode of Doctor Who so far is like this, where it's like season 4, episode 6, part 7, and I'm like, you really? Just, if it's a whole thing, then just break it down into which they do eventually, because it's like, all right, if we're gonna make an hours long version of stuff, we're gonna break it down to 30-minute blocks, and this episode's gonna be here, and it's gonna cut to oh no, cliffhanger to next part, which they do a few times, but it's like every 20 minutes though. It's like, that's too much, and especially There's nowhere to binge this stuff unless you got BrickBox, and I'm not paying $8 for that. Not yet, at least. Because Amazon took Doctor Who, the rebooted version, off of its Prime now, so that's fun. Anywho, I'm just complaining now. Let's see. That's it, guys. I mean, that's done. 16 minutes. That sounds good. Tell me if we like this or not. I feel like the stream has been okay. It's not too wonky. It's still giving me that same weird, like, warning. But if you guys want me to keep going, if not, I'm just gonna. That's it. Signing off. Sounds good. All right. Oh yeah. So follow us on Facebook and Instagram at code45.com. Also check out our Patreon, patreon.com/code45, and listen to the show, guys. I appreciate you guys listening to the show. Let me know. I'm still working on hit me ups because a movie's gonna come back eventually, right? And all the movies I did, they got pushed back, but they're not going to be gone forever. It's like, but I think I have like maybe 2 more left in the can, and it's like after that, I don't know where else to go. Instead, we go doing like a bunch of indie flicks. Like, I basically just look on YouTube. It's like, oh, what do I think is fun to watch? And it's like, oh, this looks fun to watch. And it's like, oh, you're welcome. All right. Plus, I want to I'm trying to use OBS a little bit more. I'm trying to get more kind of comfortable with it, so that way I can actually do something when we get to Comicpalooza back again next year, and that'd be awesome. But I don't know. I feel like I need more power in this computer to do these things. Like my Mac could just make this thing snap in half, but no. It's like I feel like I'm driving a Pinto in a drag race, and it's not really working out so well. Anyway, that's the end of the stream. That sounds good. 17 minutes, and most of it was complaining. Alright, bye. I'm gonna do the switch to something else.